collaboration, and you can see what I do and see how plastic electronics could help my work and your work. So from graduating from the RCA, I've recently set up my own company, which is Studio PHNX. And I work in textile innovation, but creating things that you might not have seen before. So I'll just show you, and then we can go from there. So my little tag is design-led technology, products and visions for the future world of arts, fashion and well-being, which is a bit of a mouthful and quite a bold statement, but basically what I want to do is just change people's opinions on what textiles is and what we're wearing and what's in our infrastructure and our world around us today. Change them for the better, hopefully. So my background, before coming to the RCA, I worked for a long time developing a dye that would react to pollution and carbon emission. So it would change colour and it would let you know how much carbon emission you have been exposed to that day. And then it would refresh itself throughout once you're back in fresh air, which obviously isn't very green. But for me, I was working in a lab for 2 or 3 years on this ink, and I'm a designer, I'm not a scientist, I don't have a science background. So then I came to the RCA and I was like, this is great. I mean, this project won a lot of awards and I got to exhibit it at conferences worldwide, but it was still a bit dull to me. It was like, great, there's this technology, it's amazing, but what can I do with it? I mean, that's just a jacket, it could be so much more. So then I came to the RCA and made this, which is a little bit different. This was a project working around what existed already, so working around taking a thermochromatic dye, which is a dye that reacts to the environment, changing colour with heat predominantly and temperatures. So I took what I'm very good at is taking something that exists and making something out of it that doesn't exist anymore. So getting something off the shelf and making it do something that it perhaps shouldn't on paper do. So this piece basically it all came from a bit of a weird story of trying to recreate life and having ash change colour. But this feather basically is a really experimental version to prove that a thermochromic dye could go into any substrate. You know, it doesn't just have to go into the American Apparel t-shirts that you probably see every day. And it changes to this. I'm going to so it goes from black through purple for blue to white. So I'm going to show you this little video that we made which exploits the technology of the dye.